The factory floor shimmered, not with the dust of industry, but with a strange, ethereal light. It clung to the girls' hair, their skin, their clothes. They glowed in the dark, these women, little suspecting the darkness that would soon consume them. This is their story, a tragic tale whispered on the wind, a somber echo of a terrible wrong. They were young, these women, barely more than girls, full of hope and ambition. They came seeking work, a chance to build a better life, to support their families, and to gain independence in a world that was rapidly changing. The factory offered them a dream-painting watch dials with a luminous substance, radium, the miracle element. It was a job that seemed almost magical, with the promise of good pay and a bright future. Little did they know they were painting their dreams with poison. The very substance that made their work so special was slowly, invisibly killing them. Each delicate stroke of the brush brought them closer to a horrific fate. The radium dust settled on their clothes, their skin, and was inhaled into their lungs. They licked their brushes to a fine point, ingesting radium with every tick of the clock they helped create. It was a technique taught to them, a method to ensure precision, but it was also a death sentence. Their bodies became living canvases, their bones glowing with a deadly luminescence. The radium they ingested settled in their bones, causing unimaginable pain and suffering, leading to a slow, agonizing death. These women, now known as the Radium Girls, became symbols of the fight for workers' rights and safety. Their tragic story is a haunting reminder of the cost of industrial progress and the importance of protecting those who labor in its shadow. Radium, the element that promised so much, held a dark secret. Invisible, odorless, tasteless, it was a silent killer. Its radiation, then a scientific marvel, ravaged their bodies from the inside out. They were oblivious, their trust woven with ignorance, their laughter echoing in the face of an invisible enemy. Their bones, once strong, became brittle, riddled with the disease that would be their undoing. Their smiles hid a growing agony, a testament to the silent suffering inflicted by the miracle element. The pain began subtly, almost imperceptibly at first. It was just a faint twinge, a minor discomfort that seemed easy to ignore, a persistent ache, a growing fatigue that settled deep into their bones. Day by day the exhaustion grew, overshadowing their once vibrant spirits. Then the more sinister symptoms emerged, creeping in like a dark shadow. It wasn't just tiredness anymore, it was a relentless gnawing pain. Teeth rotted, jaws crumbled, bones snapped with the slightest touch. The very structure of their bodies seemed to betray them, disintegrating from within. The ghostly glow of the radium they carried within became a cruel mockery of their fading vitality. What once symbolized progress and innovation now marked their slow demise. Their pleas for help were met with disbelief, dismissed as hysteria. Society turned a blind eye, unwilling to acknowledge the horrors unfolding in plain sight. Doctors, unaware of the dangers of radium poisoning, offered no solace, no cure. They were baffled, attributing the symptoms to anything but the true cause. Their suffering was invisible to the world, their screams lost in the silence of their poisoned bodies. In the dimly lit factories they toiled on, their spirits crushed under the weight of an unseen enemy. The silent screams in the dark echoed through history, a haunting reminder of the price of ignorance and the resilience of the human spirit. Word began to spread, whispers of a strange illness plaguing the dial painters. A few brave women dared to question, to seek answers. Their courage ignited a spark of hope, a flicker of defiance against the powerful company that employed them. But the company, desperate to protect its profits, denied any wrongdoing. They silenced dissenting voices, discredited their claims, and left the women to face their fate alone. The fight for justice was long and arduous. Weakened by their illness, the Radium girls faced an uphill battle against a powerful corporation. Their struggle exposed the dark underbelly of industrial greed, the human cost of unchecked progress. Finally, after years of legal battles, the truth prevailed. The company was held accountable, forced to acknowledge the suffering they had inflicted. But for many of the Radium girls, justice came too late. The Radium girls, though silenced by their suffering, became powerful symbols of corporate greed and the fight for workers' rights. Their tragic story sparked outrage, leading to stricter safety regulations and greater awareness of the dangers of radiation. Their legacy lives on in every workplace safety measure, every regulation designed to protect workers from invisible hazards. They are a stark reminder that progress must never come at the cost of human life. The names of the Radium girls, once lost in the annals of history, are now etched in our collective memory. We remember Grace Fryer, her determination to seek justice despite her failing health. We remember Catherine Donahue, her spirit unbroken even as her body betrayed her. We remember them all, these women who shone brightly even as the radium dimmed their light. Their courage, their resilience, their fight for justice continue to inspire us today. The story of the Radium girls is a stark reminder of the human cost of progress. These young women, who worked diligently painting watch dials with radium, were unaware of the deadly consequences of their work. Their plight highlights the often overlooked sacrifices made in the name of industrial advancement. It serves as a cautionary tale, urging us to question, to demand accountability, and to never forget the lessons learned from the past. The bravery of these women who fought against powerful corporations paved the way for significant changes in labor laws and workplace safety standards. As we move forward into an age of technological advancement, their story whispers a warning. Progress without safety is not progress at all. The advancements in technology should not come at the expense of human lives. We must ensure that the mistakes of the past are not repeated in our quest for innovation. We must remember the Radium girls, not just for their suffering, but for their strength, their courage to stand up against injustice, and their determination to seek justice. Their fight was not just for themselves, but for future generations of workers. Their resilience and their enduring legacy of change continue to inspire us today. The Radium girls remind us that the fight for workers' rights and safety is ongoing, and their story is a testament to the power of collective action and the importance of standing up for what is right.